Well, as I travel through the Valley, my goal is always to recruit all students, but my focus is Latino students. I try to bring the vision and the dream and campus to them so they can visualize themselves on campus. We currently have over 600 Latino students on campus, so therefore I try to share with them the students that we have on campus, the organizations, everything that they can get involved in. We also try to put parents' minds at ease. A lot of Latino parents are not with the idea with their students living on campuses. So therefore we reassure them about the safety and the security and all the resources that we have on campus.
Well, there are a lot of services on campus for Latino students. One of the actual centers we have on campus is the Multicultural Center, which embraces diversity and has little workshops with different cultural awarenesses, as well as the Organization for Latino Awareness, which is another club that is on campus that promotes Latino pride, Latino culture, Latino tradition.
I was a transfer student from a community college, and coming in here, my advisors, they helped me set up all my classes. They took everything that I could bring in from my community college. Also, the professors are really nice. I've never had a problem with any of them. I know there's an open door policy that I can talk to them about anything I'm struggling with. They just have an understanding of my background, and they know that my thought process behind learning is different than the kid next to me. And they are aware of that, and if I have any issues, I know I can talk to them about it, and they'll try to work things around my specific needs.
I'm in love with the with the Kutztown staff, especially in the Spanish department. It's so small that, I mean, I know every teacher at this point. I can go to any teacher for a reference, a recommendation, for help. I'll give you an example. I needed a book, and my teachers were willing to kind of work together to help me get that book. I mean, they're just incredibly helpful, and I really think it's because it's so small, you know, that, I mean, they really go out of their way to get to know each student, and I'm telling you, you can turn to any teacher for anything, whether it's personal or whether it's something academic. I mean, you really get to form a great relationship with them. So.
Well, Latino students come to the university with a skill, which is, at least most of them, some language, Spanish language, some bilingual ability. And even if they don't have the bilingual ability, they have a cross-cultural communication ability or cultural sensitivity coming from Latino culture. And so the best thing they can do is develop that further, because that is very marketable, especially the bilingual skill.
I could honestly say that if someone were to hear me speaking Spanish, like let's say 3 years ago, and like the Spanish that I speak now is like totally different, because the dialects and stuff like that, like the Spanish that I've learned was like city Spanish, you know, like an unprofessional Spanish. But now, like with the help of the Kutztown programs and stuff like that, I feel like I have perfected my Spanish very, like, way better than how it was. Cualquier persona que me podría haber visto, me hubiese escuchado hablando español, podríamos decir 3 años atrás, y el español que yo hablo ahora es bastante distinto. Muchas de las palabras que yo hablo hoy en día eran palabras que eran desconocidas para mí. Y eso es algo que yo le podría agradecer mucho a Kutztown, porque he perfeccionado el español que yo tanto amo, porque podría decir que yo amo el idioma español, y el saber que yo lo he perfeccionado de una manera y lo puedo dominar mucho mejor ahora, me llena mucho de satisfacción.
In the heritage speaker class, I know that the professor really cared about the heritage speakers who have a different setting to learn in, because in other classes we shy away from really talking because we feel like maybe talking isn't the thing that we really need help with. But in areas like grammar, we really struggle with grammar because we don't come from high school learning how to do sentence structure and how to conjugate verbs. So I think it helped me with accents, grammar, how to write. It helped me become a better writer in general.
You know, I know in high school I didn't really do much, but KU just offered opportunities to get involved, to want to go get active and do something, you know, make some change or anything. And it almost offered me a second opportunity, really, to just become a different person, a person I wanted to become.
Originally, with my degree, I wanted to be a translator. That was kind of my long-term goal, and not that it still isn't, but I just came back from an internship in DC. I was at an immigration law firm, and they did let me do some translating there, but I'm actually considering going to law school. You know, my Spanish degree is definitely going to take me far with immigration, absolutely. But I know now immigration is definitely a passion of mine, so even if I can get into the government or law school, I'm going to do something with that, for sure.
My plans, helping out. I feel like I'm there, and I found that out here. I found out that I do have something to give out to people, and that really makes me feel good every time I see someone and they get something just because of me, or they feel like they're on the right track because I was able to provide that. So just that excitement, that satisfaction makes me wanna, I don't know, do something helping someone, you know what I'm saying? That's just sad. It's awesome. That's an awesome feeling to me.